We're all living in this wild era of constant notifications, endless to-do lists, and that nagging, heavy feeling of just always being behind. So take a second and actually reflect on your own hustle. Are you too busy to find peace? Think about how often you find yourself completely exhausted, just desperately counting down the days to that next big escape. A long vacation, weekend getaway, anything really, just to cope with the absolute crushing demands of daily life. And it's totally exhausting, right? Because what happens? Whenever you return to your regular life, stress immediately accumulates all over again, and the mind frees. Sound familiar? It's just a never-ending cycle. But, okay, let's dive into this, because the core premise of today's explainer is actually incredibly empowering. No matter how much we complain about life's complexities, and we all do, changing the entire world is pretty much impossible. But changing yourself, well, that can actually be remarkably simple. And our guide for this journey is perfectly equipped to show us exactly how. Meet Shunmyo Masuno. He's the head priest of a 450-year-old Zen temple in Japan, and, get this, an award-winning Zen garden designer. He's taken centuries of ancient wisdom and distilled it into 100 daily practices. And the best part? It offers us a highly practical way to find real, profound calm without having to uproot our entire lives. We're just talking about subtle little shifts. Actually, consider the word busy for a second. In Japanese, the character for busy is made up of two distinct symbols, lose and heart. I mean, wow, think about that. When we feel overwhelmed, our automatic response is, oh, I don't have time. But we aren't just lacking hours on a clock. We are literally lacking room in our hearts. So, how exactly do we make that room? Let's get into Pillar 1, cultivating the mind. The absolute crucial first step is this. Make time for emptiness. Just 10 minutes a day. Literally, that's the whole shebang. You might have to set your alarm 15 minutes earlier to pull this off, but the goal here is just to sit quietly. Don't think about your emails, your errands, or what's for dinner. When those pesky thoughts float up, and they will for sure, just mentally send them away one by one and clear your mind completely. It's the foundational step to creating a simpler life. And to help clear that mental clutter, we look to the breath. The Japanese word for breathing is kokuyu. But what's really fascinating here is that the character for breathing out comes before the character for breathing in. It's this beautiful little reminder that to invite new calming energy into your body, you've got to first focus entirely on exhaling the old stuff. Let's actually slow down for a second here. Try to imagine focusing your awareness on your tanden. That's the little spot right below your belly button. Take a long, thin breath and just exhale deeply. You are essentially pushing out your negative emotions, your anxiety, your frustration. By pushing all of that out from your belly, once you're fully empty, the inhalation just happens naturally. And suddenly, your body feels grounded right to the earth. And this is a brilliant illustration of how Zen monks start their day. They nourish their minds and bodies by breathing in that crisp, beautiful air before dawn. By stepping outside and really savoring the morning air during their first meditation, they physically experience the shifting seasons. The taste of the air, the touch of the breeze, the exact color of the sky. It's this daily reminder that every single day is different and very much alive. Okay, so now that we've cleared our minds, let's move right along to Pillar 2, nourishing the body. For instance, try going barefoot. Zen monks actually go barefoot 365 days a year, yes, even in the dead of winter. Crazy, right? But why do they do it? Well, it stimulates these pressure points between your toes that are directly connected to your internal organs on your brain. It naturally strengthens the body and supposedly keeps sickness at bay. Now, even if you just try this around the house or wear thong sandals when you go out, it acts like a natural massage. It is surprisingly invigorating. Next up, let's rethink our complete obsession with convenience. Try making a truly mindful cup of coffee. Sure, you could just smash a button on a machine, but imagine a totally different scenario where you gather firewood, boil the water, and grind the beans by hand while looking up at the sky. The effort itself is the point. When we completely eliminate time and effort from our routines, we actually end up eliminating life's little pleasures. Bring a little effort back into a simple task, and you bring joy right back into your life. And that brings us to how we eat. The Zen approach involves what's called the 5 reflections. You consider the effort of everyone who brought you the food, the farmers, the cooks. You reflect on your own actions. You savor without greed. You treat food as medicine for a healthy body. And finally, you receive it thankfully. The physical trick to actually pulling this off? Pause and set your chopsticks or fork down after every single bite. It cultivates this deep, grounding gratitude for the food's entire journey to your plate. Moving on to pillar 3, organizing your space. Because let me tell you, there is a very direct connection between the physical clutters sitting on your counter and the mental clutter buzzing inside your head. Let's start with the literal moment you walk through your front door. Line up your shoes when you take them off. Seriously, it takes what, exactly 3 seconds? But by cultivating this tiny, almost effortless habit, taking the time to physically look carefully at what is right under your own feet, human nature kind of dictates that the rest of your life will inexplicably become sharper, more beautiful, and far more orderly. The exact same rule applies to where you work. Think about the desks in your office. The tidy ones almost always belong to the most focused people, right? So organize your desktop before you finish your day. In Zen temples, daily cleaning isn't just about hygiene, it's a full-on spiritual practice. A desk is a mirror of the mind. With every sweep of a broom or swipe of a cloth, you aren't just wiping down a surface. You are literally polishing your mind and clearing out the mental dust. But here's the catch. To truly organize, you've got to first discard what you don't need. And yeah, this is tough. It's incredibly difficult work to part with old physical stuff and mental baggage. But remember this fundamental rule. To acquire a new abundance or to change your current situation, you have to first create a vacuum. The very second you detach from the stuff weighing you down, boom, new energy flows right into your life. So, bringing it all together, what is the true essence of simple living in our modern, crazy context? Well, we often confuse simplicity with frugality, but they are absolutely not the same thing. Frugality is just subsisting on things of low value to save a few bucks. But Zen simplicity, that is about stripping away the completely useless and treating things of deep value with immense care. It's not about surrounding yourself with cheap things. It's about keeping only what you truly love, what you truly need, and what you deeply value. So, here is your toolkit. Everyday Zen habits you can start doing right now, today. Wake up just 15 minutes earlier to find a little emptiness. Exhale deeply from your belly before you inhale. Pause after every single bite of your lunch today. Take 3 seconds to line up your shoes at the door. Clean your desk daily to polish your mind. And bravely, ruthlessly, discard the unnecessary. I want to leave you with this final, genuinely provocative thought from Shunmyo Masuno. Acquiring lots of things isn't freedom. What's important is acquiring the mindset of using things freely. Take a look around your room right now. Look at your possessions. Look at your calendar. Are they giving you freedom, or are they just weighing down your heart?